Welcome back to episode 6 of the Break It Down series. If this is your first time joining me here, the Break It Down series is basically videos that is around scenarios. So basically pick a scenario and then we'll talk through the scenarios in terms of solutions, thoughts, and ideas that I have. So let's take a look at what we have for today. Team A is running 2-week sprints. Sprint review is at the end of the sprint, and the sprint ends on Wednesday evening. Our product owner and stakeholders are not available this time around due to inclement weather. What should we do? So what do we do in this scenario? So this is a very common scenario that happens to a lot of us. And if you haven't had this happen to you, it will sometime in the near future. So let's talk about the sprint itself. The sprint is a 2 weeks time box. When it starts, when it ends, it's the same thing as time. 24 hours in a day, you don't extend it. When it ends at midnight, it ends. It resets itself. So same thing here. Treat it the same way. All we're doing at the end of the sprint is basically take a measurement, take a time to reflect on what we've done. So what do we do with the events that happen at the end of the sprint? So we have the retrospective and the sprint review. So one, can you have the retrospective? In this scenario, it sounded like team is available and they can do a retro. So I always say go ahead and do the retro. Now for the sprint review, since these product owner and stakeholders are not available, I would say either postpone it, maybe do it either on the next day or on a Friday or whenever it's possible. Now it could be that people are not available for an extended period of time, so have it whenever people are back. Now, it is important to make sure that you're still reviewing the work. So what about the team? What do they do? Well, a good and healthy backlog is that you have enough work, about 2 to 3 sprints worth of work that you have already refined. So in your backlog, I will make the assumption that you probably have it ordered already. So just take those, what's on the highest priority, and start working on it, right? Now, you ideally should have a sprint planning. If you do not, then work off of that, work off of your backlog. Is there a way to communicate remotely? Is there ways to communicate online, whatever that would be? Have that communication so that people can still start working. Now, if it's a inclement weather, my assumption again is that probably the team is also impacted by this. Maybe, unless it's a different time zone, different area and things like that, then yeah. So I would say continue on. You should have enough work coming in. Just proceed on with your work. If this hasn't happened to you, I will be surprised. Sooner or later, it might happen to you. So planning ahead is critical here. Ensuring that your team have enough work, right? So that's why we go back to a healthy backlog, 2 to 3 sprints worth of work where you have refined work already in place, and always ensuring that your backlog is ordered the best that you can. So plan ahead. If you haven't had this happen to you, if it does, I am curious how you react to it. How would you do in this situation? That's it for now. Bye.